Oh, you here? What's up, everybody? For the first time in Koala Beatcast, we have a new show for you. We have Meet the Koala Gang. The Koala Gang is growing, and every time we know people, new producer, new beat maker. So it's really cool. I have the idea to make a show every month, or I don't where I can invite a lot of guests and make a little podcast and speaking about not only listening music, but speaking about all kind of stuff, because in Koala community, in the Koala Gang, we are from around the world, and we can share more than only listening beat. We can share ID, we can speak, we can share and the knowledge and the culture. So for the first time tonight or today, I don't know where are you on the world, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guests with us, but a lot more is coming. So are you ready? The first tonight is from UK. It's a really good producer. We love it. Is here still the first flip roulette. So really since the first flip roulette, sorry, is with us. Pete Sasquatch. What up, my bro?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Oh man, it's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Likewise,
really cool.
man. Sorry, I couldn't
today
bring the
without
birds.
Bird. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, man,
I tried. I went around the garden a bit, and I was like, maybe you could stay up a bit later. And I gave them coffee, but apparently birds don't like coffee.
Yeah. But the next month, the next month is going to be in European time. So
cool.
I'm go. Yeah, remember
I'll bring
it's the Koala community. Sometimes for the east, sometimes for the west. We are going to make really a big gang around the world, guy, and it's really going to be fire, because we need to make really music and a lot of collaboration and create on this dark world. No, we need more music, more people sharing things. So
yeah, man.
Thanks, Pete. Other friend of mine, Marshall. What up, Marshall?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Great, and you?
Doing great.
Same. A real cool Koala member with a lot of video tutorial on YouTube too. So make some noise, please, on the chat, guys, for my bro Marshall. He's here with us. Plex, aka Plex. What up, Michael? Michael, send me a message, bro, if you want to join the stream. Remember, okay, I'm going to try because I have a lot of message, but if you want, I can send you the link, bro. Only send me please a link, mail, sorry, on my Instagram. So let's go. What up? Other friend of mine, other manito, YTC. What up, YTC?
Yo, what up? Koala
What up,
gang
bro?
in the house.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Remy, man.
Yeah,
Been here
for
since the
sure.
first flip, the first flip roulette too, man. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You always hear. I know this last time you was a little bit busy, no, because YTC was on
yeah,
the ski beats, was on a lot of things. So yeah, it's work. You're working on your project too, so you have a lot of things. So thanks one more time to participate, and you are one of the first people on the Koala gang. I know. So one more time, thanks to be with us on the first meet the gang. So yeah, it's a pleasure, really. Oh man, yeah, I'm pretty sure in China. Okay, I don't know the time, but thanks to watching. Really, it's cool, my God. Thanks. So my other guest tonight, it's for the first time on the Beatcast, is my bro Impression. What up, bro? What up,
What's up?
Impression?
Thank you for having
Woo! Oh
me.
man, yeah.
Blessings. I needed to tap in with Koala Gang. Y'all going hard right now with everything. The beat cinema, everything is going crazy for Koala.
The gang is everywhere. Is everywhere. We
Oh, and
are everywhere. But
we're out.
real soon we are going to be on the graphics too, not only the music.
Yeah, the visuals. I'm
Remember
all
what I said. Remember what I say. We are going more than only music, guys. We are going really to make something
100%.
total visual and everything. So, guys, thanks, Impression, for the first time, guys. Okay, the next one is from Sweden. Was on the live flipper red 2 is my bro, aka Dynamiten. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's up?
All
It's
right.
2 a.m. here, so I just got up after sleeping for a few hours. So I'm.
So yeah,
Bro,
you
I got
rest a little bit. So okay. It's
yeah,
cool.
I had to, but I couldn't miss this. I definitely worth getting up in the middle of the night for this. So very
yeah.
cool seeing you all. So I've been looking forward to this. It's been definitely a highlight of the week.
Okay, so be careful, man. You have a fan, bro. Impression. They say nice legs, man. I was the star of the show, and now you take my man, bro. Yeah. Better like it. Better like it.
if you
Thanks, bro.
like that, you should have seen what he had on before we went live.
Yeah.
So
that for the behind the scenes.
I was at the point.
So what up, Tatsumaki? Oh, Tatsu, where you at, bro?
Yeah,
You are
what's up,
okay.
man?
Yeah. Yeah. What up, Pocoe? Mexico is on the house. Oh man, we have all the Koala gang on the chat too, guys. So
what's
yeah, it's going to be fire. So yeah, a lot of get is coming at 9 too. So we are going to start with this, okay, right now. So I'm going to mute the mic and also no, okay, I'm going to unmute it. So let's go. I'm going to start right now. Okay, with you, aka Dynamiten, bro.
Yeah.
So how did you know Koala? When it was the first time you play with Koala sampler?
Actually, it was this is pretty good timing because I went back and checked, and I think it was more or less exactly a year ago that I started using Koala seriously. I had I think I used it once before. I saw or I used it a little before when you could only sample your own voice and stuff, but I couldn't really. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess some people managed to make something good out of that, but I didn't. So I was just playing. I was mostly just playing around with it, and then I heard that there was sample import and stuff, and so I started experimenting with that, and pretty quickly I realized you could do great things with it. And then I started seeing all these like the screen recordings and stuff on Instagram, and just realizing that there were a lot of people doing great stuff on it.
So my second question is going to be the start, because you had me to start, okay? Because for you, if I say sampled music with sample, what is the first thing you think? Artist, I don't know the first thing, the gear, I don't know. But if I say music, sampled music,
I think of records and digging. I would say for me,
okay,
if you say that.
all the part of digging, the jam, the find the disc. So
Okay. I've been a digger for a lot longer than. I mean, I've always been a digger, but I haven't really. I've been like trying to get into producing back and forth, but it's in this last year I've really it's really taken off for me. So, but I've always been digging. I was digging back like 20 years ago. The first stuff I found, I actually I gave all the samples away to a friend of mine who was actually producing. So I was like,
okay, so a real digger.
Digging and giving the stuff to him because I thought it was cool to dig, but I couldn't. I wasn't.
I see, Pete.
You got to keep those gems, man. You got to keep them.
Yeah. But it was just like it was. I mean, I thought it was so cool finding all this stuff, but I wasn't in a position to do anything with it. So, but that was long ago. I still have those. I still have some of those records. I put post-its on the cover where I wrote like 83 great. Or,
2 minutes in. Yeah.
Intro or whatever. So I still have some of those. So I pull them out now and then.
So,
man.
Pete, when I say sampled music or music with sample, what is the first thing you think? I don't know.
Honestly, the way that I started off, it would have been thinking like, sort of looping up sort of old funk loops and breakbeats and that kind of thing. But kind of as a result of the Koala thing, but a lot of other stuff. When a lot of people are flipping the same things and you want to take it further. So to me, it's more micro chopping these days. So the first thing that I think about is like micro chopping, single cycle waveforms, which goes back to a really British thing of, like the rack mount Akai samplers, where people didn't have synths, but they could sample somebody else's synth, and they'd just take one note, they'd loop a very small piece of it, and then all of a sudden, okay, I've got that synth now. I've got that bass line that I need for a drum and bass track or whatever it might be. So I think about it across the board. I get really, to use a kind of a curious phrase, I get triggered by the people who kind of play down sampling like it's not a creative thing, when it's just vast, man. You can do so much with sampling, it's ridiculous. So I think of the whole thing.
We have seen a lot of time, in flip roulette, when with a little part of sample, you can make a lot of thing, with the same, And you, YTC, if I say sampled music or music with sample, what is the first thing you coming on your mind?
I don't know. I gotta say, like, it's just so ingrained in me and in hip hop. Like, especially me growing up in the time that I grew up in and the area that I grew up in. You know, so like I'm thinking like Primo and Pete Rock and you know, and that sort of thing. That's kind of where I came from. So when sample music, like it's not even a big term for me. It's just it goes hand in hand with what I am and like you know the hip hop, the culture, which you know is just now worldwide. But yeah, I think it's just synonymous with hip hop. But you know, it's definitely not. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like you know, because like you guys said, man, you know, it's all about the person who's using the sample. It's not. You know, we just got into a discussion on this other broadcast that I did last night about you know using the same samples. Some you know some people didn't like to use samples that they know other people have used. But but at the end of the conversation, ultimately, it's the person, the creativity that comes from that person using the sample. So yeah, man, I you know for me, sample music is just you know another instrument. It's another way to get creative, basically.
Yeah, but for example, for me, when I say sample, is like you, no, is really hip hop, no. I don't know. You listen old song, make it with a new way, shopping on hip hop, no. When I take, for example, you know, the first hip hop beats with a lot of funk and a lot of things, you know, it's really like this for me, the sample, no. The first time I heard, you know, this old song, with a speed velocity, no, and changing all the structure, all the stuff. So yeah, when I say a sample, yeah, the first I think is Primo, because I think when I was young, it was on the first on American music I listened. But yeah, Primo, it was a big, for sure, no. But yeah, in Europe, if I think about Europe, it's more the house thing, no. So yeah, the first track of dance and house, you know, the same with yeah, a all loop of disco, playing and playing, no. So yeah, it's really, for me, if I think sample music. Marshall, what do you think about it? You, if I say sampled music?
Oh man, you know, I mean, YTC said it, you know, like absolute first thing I think of is DJ Premier. He's not the first person to sample, but I think of DJ Premier, I think of the MPC, I think of the 90s. Like, because if you think about it, hip hop didn't even start out with sampling. In the beginning, hip hop was, well, first, well, actually, it does start out with sampling. It starts out with looping, a DJ looping one spot in a record and people
Yeah,
dancing to it. But
with
then
a breakbeat.
after that, the beats were mostly drum machines and weird like synth sounds. And then it evolved. People started using sampling more and more, and DJ Premier, to me, he's the one who like really like turn the art into almost a culture that still goes on today, you know. And you know, he was doing loops a lot at first, but then he started needing to kind of hide his samples, so he started chopping it, you know. And you know, it's just really interesting, the history of the sample. Another thing I think of is actually the Beatles. They're one of the rare, people don't realize it, but they use the sampler um, a,
Wow.
a few times in their songs. But it wasn't popularized until 90s hip hop came along. And sampling came from the synthesizer world, but it just wasn't popular until hip hop came along and, you know, made it popular. And the creativity, like YTC was talking about it again, like, you know, using the same sample. I mean, I think if anything, this show right here should prove to anybody that sampling is a creative tool, and in the hands of many different people, many different artists, it becomes many different things. When I listen to the Koala Beatcast, very few of the beats sound similar, and they're using the same sample.
Yeah,
So, you
it's
know.
totally true. Impression. You are not bored to listen some old guy who speak about the last time with the sample.
How old do you think I am, Remy? How old do you think I am? You think I'm Gen Z, huh?
25, 26.
27.
Oh well, man, good.
So when I hear
20
Preem,
that is a lot. You have like a 40 guys right now. Some
I love
40
it. I love it. I love being put on game. I respect Preem, but Preem wasn't my influence, that's for sure.
Okay, so yeah, it's really interesting because you have like 10 years 10 years more younger, but it was the same at the end. Look at that. It's so incredible. Not the music.
I love it.
Yeah, no, for sure impression. It's really cool. Because at the end we share culture, no, and we can see the culture is timeless. Sorry, I was saying in Spanish.
It all goes down
It's timeless,
It's all hip hop at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. So yes,
are you going to apply the same question to me as well?
Yeah, the same question for you. If you think about sample music, you sing about what, bro?
Just make it your own. Make it your own.
Okay.
Take what you hear. We all can manipulate the same kind of sample, but we have different ears. We grew up with different ears. So for me, example, I grew up on New James. You know New James?
No.
New James,
okay.
The Samurai Champloo, did the whole soundtrack. Amazing. This very poetic kind of music. Say his name properly. YTC, am I saying it properly?
His real name is Jun Seba, or was Jun Seba?
Seba Jun, right? Seba Jun is the opposite, right? So I think that is the main reason I got into hip hop, because I watched this anime in 2007, and the anime associated with hip hop made me fall in love with hip hop, because I was already hip hop head. I mean, in the 90s, my cousins put me on the Tupac in 2001, so I was an adamant hip hop head from that point on. So music came very generally to me. It came naturally to me, and I was like, hey, last year, COVID was happening. I was like, hey, maybe if I press my button on my iPad and I show it to people and I make this music, little loops maybe. At first, I was a little basic when I made on music. But in a year, it took off. My Instagram took off in a year. It's only been a year me making hip-hop in general. Like, I hadn't made hip-hop prior to that. And you guys are 20 years in the game like that. So to hear you guys' story, I'm like, I don't resonate, but I respect.
What did you say? What did you say?
No, you were talking about Nudibeth?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's primarily my main influence for sure in hip hop.
Dope.
Because I associate hip hop with visuals, right? So I think associating your beat to a visual is key. Now in this day of age, with TikTok, this new age shit.
Yeah, look, Koala is really cool. For the thing is really cool for this, no?
Everyone, the younger generation, they see what I'm doing on my iPad and they're like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Anyone I meet, like, how do you do that? It just comes naturally to me. I think I've listened to enough music to know how it's supposed to be made, right? So at this point in my life, I think it comes naturally to me. And I'm still just trying to grow. And I have my ears open. And thank you for inviting me on this podcast, because I love the game that I'm getting right now. The game is amazing.
Thanks, impression.
And not to interrupt, man, but for me personally, like, I just think that is super dope that the younger generation is still like continuing on with, sort of, the vibe and keeping up with the culture. So
I study. I do my research.
Really
I do my research.
Yeah. And you're not the only one, because I've come across a lot of other younger folks that, I really dig the music, and, they're keeping it real. And, I just love where the future is, how the future is looking as far as like the culture goes. So
as long as it's organic.
We have Ant tonight.
Yo,
what up, Ant? Oh,
yo.
It's all good.
Man, you're a busy guy. You're a busy guy, man.
Yeah.
I hope you got some coffee or something, bro.
What time is it over there?
2 cans of Coke.
What time is it where you're at?
It's 2:30.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
UK time, huh?
Yeah, but
it's Central European time. It's
hour. It's only 1:30 with me. Yeah, man.
We have people in the future right now. We have people from Australia, New Zealand. We have people from China, Michael.
Time travel, dude.
So yeah, I people on Sunday. So we have people on Sunday, guys. So yeah, Yeah, basically, yeah, is the idea, no? Is what say YTC, no? It's the culture is sharing culture. So when I make this show is really like this too. So I invite people, whatever whatever you country, and at the end we can see you are from France, you are from Sweden, you are from US, but not we are really the same. Not totally the same, no, but on term of music, no, of inspiration, we have a lot of thing in common, no. So for me, French, no, in you on Jersey, okay, Dynamiten in Sweden, it's not the real country, but at the end we share same taste, no, and it's really cool, and is the idea, the reason why we made this. So Ronaldo, you really
Yeah,
you I know you every day you making beat, no, you is really part of your life, no. um,
yeah.
um do you think I don't know if more if really it's a work, I don't know, but what you give, what you do you feel they give you on your life making music, uh you feel is they give you some kind of benefits, of some kind of happiness.
Yeah, I think so. It's like it has become sort of like it's what I do. It's just my everyday work and life. Like it's really just become a big part of my life. Like yeah,
Yeah, and you, aka Dynamiten, because with your collection of disc, you're here, bro. I don't know if you're. Oh, yeah, you're here. Okay, yo, aka Dynamiten. So I say, I think it's a big part of your life too, no? The music, because when I say you wall, 'cause I can see it's really a big part on your life, no? Aka Dynamiten.
Uh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think for me, it's been such a big part of the past year. It has been such an important thing. I was talking to I was talking to Telly McLean about that a while back, about how music has had become. I think he could definitely relate to that as well. That music was really like a one of the only sources of positive energy for a while, when everything else was like standing still or going backwards, and everything was pretty miserable. You could really uh, tap into the music, and the community. This community is such a big part of the music. I really, this is the first time I made music as such a social thing. Uh, and this year it has been such a source of positive energy, and just getting connecting with so many cool people around the world. So
I'm really happy to hear that, because my idea was this, it was on the bad time of COVID. I was, like, I'm making nothing. I really want, I don't say to find friend. No, it's not my idea, but I really was on the idea to start, no, to making music with people around the world, because I was bored at house, no. So I
yeah,
start to make this, and with Koala, because for the first time I find an application easy, and I was really focused on it, and I love that. So I start this community. I feel, like when I start the hip hop. So I don't really start the hip hop for the music. I start the hip hop for have friends, to be the best of the school, to be from a gang, but the good, not the bad, no. The idea really of the crew, no. What is a crew, no? Real friend,
yeah,
honest, making some, original thing. Uh, so for me, it was this the hip hop. I start with graffiti, breakdance, really the five, the five thing of the five elements. So I tried really with that, no? But it was my idea from this, making that, not feeling the same as when I was young. And this week I find this new MC from this city, or at the battle. So it was really that. I come from a small country. We can compare France to New Jersey or USA, because France is really small. But the idea is really like this, no? We have the small city, but it was the same. You find a new guy from other city, from other wood, no? And this you feel the same in Sweden, or you feel the same in USA, no? At not the same scale, but the same feeling. So when I start to make this community, well, it was the idea. And really, what for me, the best thing is people are making other thing right now. So I start with people same as me, who don't be on internet, a lot. And right now they making their own communities. They making people are speaking about us on Twitter. So I'm really proud about that. So okay, people are making their own community, because the idea not was mine, no? It was making a good use of internet, because I'm really worried about, listen, it's a bad thing, it's kill everybody. No, we can use with a good way, no, not only a stupid
Yeah.
thing of only taking selfie. No, we can really use it as what is that, no, is a cool tool, no.
I
And
would,
one more time, thanks everybody, and thanks to Michael to coming too, because Michael, it's
Yo.
my best
Michael.
helper.
Hello.
Okay, I know this guy is really helping
Jersey in
me.
the
So
house.
yeah, we have two from Jay Z tonight.
Hey.
So yeah, Jersey in the house tonight. So yeah, sorry guys, maybe was the pills, but I really speak with the the heart. Yeah,
No, I
you
felt
know.
that, Remy. Yeah, that's what's up. And I gotta say, man, like I don't know if enough people give you the props that you deserve for putting everything together week after
100%,
week.
man.
I
Yeah.
know for firsthand it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to do these
Yeah, man.
kinds of things. Running the FB group, the Facebook group, and then putting on these shows. We were doing the flip roulette every week, every
Yeah, man.
Sunday. So, man, the ultimate props goes to you, man,
Yeah.
for creating
Yeah.
this community and
Yeah.
providing a platform for
Here,
Exactly, man.
like-minded creatives to get together and share their work. So,
It's how
you
we
know,
all know each other at the end of the
I'm
day.
going to cry, guys.
yeah,
I'm going to
Yeah.
cry. I'm going to cry.
I mean, like seriously, it was from the 404 Koala battle. I met so many cool people just from that battle, and
Yeah.
obviously that without your channel that wouldn't have happened, man. It's a big thing. It meant a lot, and it still
Oh,
does.
yeah. I have a lot of message from people, uh, really cool people, and people I respect so much. So people, on the music, on YouTube. So I really appreciate that. My idea was and the first time it was a Facebook group. No, I wasn't thinking about making podcasts, making show. No. But I feel the same as when I was young, because it was the same. I was the only one who go on the battle. No, every of my friend of my homie was like really scared, no, to going to the scenario and taking the mic. And I love that since my first time. So it's what I say. No, it's for me. It's like going back, to the time
Yeah,
when
man.
I made that. So, and a lot of people are the same. It's the reason why it's work, because I'm thinking is what I said, around the world. Uh, we live in the same thing, and we have the same age, more or less. And you can see impression is younger, but it's still making the same.
We're,
Yeah, so it's going to be big, guys. So thanks for watching you for watching, sorry, thanks for you for participating. So yeah, thanks everybody for the support. Okay,
yes,
so
Remy. We're on a $5 app, making the best of it. We can.
Yeah, but
Great
it's
app.
Marek.
Great app.
Marek
It's a
give
great
me
app.
Man.
Marek. It's Marek. All the deserve is Marek. Okay, so
Yeah,
Is he coming on?
No. I'm only a helper. No, he helped me too, but I'm only a helper of Marek. So because it's a small company, I'm a businessman too. I have my school. I have a lot of things. So I really, the first time it was for helping Marek. Because it's a young guy. Man, all this time is on Koala,
A genius.
and
Yeah.
you can do a lot around the world. It's not so much money as you think, no, because it's a lot of things. He owned like 30 funds. He got 30 funds, no, so he invest. Yeah, every time he
That's
invests
like
a lot of money.
literally the best drug dealer in the world. You're pretty slick
Yeah,
if you've got two, but 30.
yeah,
30's
yeah.
killing it.
Yeah, because but the same with Marek. I don't know if he's coming tonight. Maybe he love to be the special guest in secret. So maybe we don't know. But this guy is thinking about that. He can sell the app, but the app more expensive. But he don't want because he really think about making affordable thing for
Yeah, man.
people.
Accessibility.
So
Yeah.
so he making money, but with really a good and a good mind, no?
See,
And for me,
that's
it's
where
really cool too.
I did the same thing
Yeah, go
about the
Pete.
videos. When I started off doing the YouTube videos, so I just had a look on my phone when I bought Koala. So it was January, March, April. It was April 2019 when I got Koala. And at that point, there wasn't lots of videos, and obviously Samurai was a long, long time off. There was a lot of things, and I was like, I was telling people how good it was, and I was like, it's not going far enough. Like if I had them in front of me and I can show them like an iPad or on the phone, look how good this is, then they will get it. So I was like, okay, maybe I could do something else. And I was like, I didn't really want to do the YouTube thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the kind of person to do, but I was like, I figure if I can help, if I can show people some stuff, and maybe they can pick up this app and realize, well, I've never been able to make, beats or whatever, but if I've got, like £4 and an iPhone,
yeah,
then maybe I can get in and do it. So I figured I'll make some of these YouTube videos and maybe that'll spread the word a bit.
yeah.
It's exactly the same. It was like I saw what Marek was doing and I appreciated it completely, and I just thought maybe it would be useful. Maybe I've got something to offer on that front.
Totally. And you know what? Recently I just bought this bad boy right here, and that's really cool. That's really cool. I bought that, but you know what? For this was like $700 or whatever. For $5, you can do a lot of what this bad boy can do on the iPad or the iPhone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wait,
Super.
I have a question, Remy. Can I ask?
What impression?
How many of you guys make beats on your phone or the iPad?
That's a good
Uh,
question. I'm curious.
Both.
yeah.
Yeah, I do both too.
I think
Thanks,
iPad
impression,
is
for helping me. So good question. Good question. Thank you.
I might be
Thanks,
the only
impression.
one.
I was
I might be
lost.
the only-
I was. Yeah. I was lost. So thanks, impression. So
Let's go.
Shouts to Super Duper.
well, yeah.
I might be the
Yeah.
only one who's stupid enough to do everything on iPhone. Like
No,
I only do it on
I'm
iPhone.
I'm strictly on the iPhone too. Michael,
Yeah, nice.
so,
I mean,
yeah.
I think DiBiase
all
was even
iPhone.
making his on the iPhone, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
almost all
Nice.
iPhone as well. So.
Yeah.
I think
So,
the iPad is the way
what
to go.
up?
I think the iPad
Please,
is the way
please,
to go.
please. No, everybody at the same time. Super duper. Super duper.
No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
Super duper with the dad hat of Koala, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
support.
Nice.
Let's go first.
Remember, we have some hat and t-shirt at koalasampler.com. Okay,
Oh,
so
I didn't even know that.
if you buy the merch, they help me because it's the money for supporting the Facebook group and my channel. So guys, if you want to pick a cool stuff, it's shipping worldwide. You can buy it on Australia, New Zealand, whatever, worldwide. So pick you Koala Dad.
I like the hats. I like the hats. The hats are nice.
No, it's
I'm about
cool
to
hats.
get mine right
Looking
now.
good.
Yo, that's lit. That's a lit hat, bro. I like that hat.
Yeah, the shirt too. The shirt are really cool. And more is coming because the idea is changing. For example, this time was Chin Chin Ray, one of a good producer of Koala.
I follow him.
He's from France. It's a designer. So he make two amazing stuff. One like Biggie. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah.
like the Biggie
I thought
one.
that was dope.
Yeah, for me, really good. And other really like retro vibe. So yeah. Because in Koala, it's like this. People are working on phone and working on iPad, but a lot of professional of visual, a lot of people are really making cool stuff. Super duper. For example, how many times you start to use Koala, bro?
What you mean?
Since uh
Last August, I think, man.
yeah.
I'm new to it still. I started like August last year.
You're not
Okay.
new.
So
I
now,
You're not new.
August is
now,
that's a long time. It's almost a year now, man.
It's a
yeah,
year.
he
Yeah.
was the winner of the last battle, the battle we make
Yeah.
with back season. No, Super Dupin, he's on the top producer, but right now we have the some of the top producer because it's the same. Wow, so much talent on this group. It's not because I'm really no. It's really true that every day. For example, Impression is a new guy I found. I don't remember it was on Instagram. I think Impression.
Last week, literally.
Yeah. So it's the same. Every week I find people like you. People really talented Kim in making some cool stuff with Koala. So. We can't stop. We can't stop.
Remy,
It's
can I say
growing.
something?
It's growing. Yeah.
So I'm trying to make Koala the new SP. You guys need to start doing live videos with Koala, bro. You see how I do my videos? How I do my the iPads in front of me, like the SP.
Yeah.
You need to do that, bro. We all need to do that and grow Koala like that. I think it's very
But
good to have visual presence.
we made it a lot of time on Flip Roulette. Look at Flip Roulette.
Yeah.
We YTC made a beat on live on less than 10 minutes because he's lost every files of the
Yeah.
of the track. So
That was
yeah,
a
we,
good
we, we
day.
made a lot.
Amazing.
But you know what the problem is in Impression Sound? The problem is my video is 2 hours. So a lot
Oh,
of people don't watch the
don't
other
do it
war
again, don't
video.
do it.
No, but can I Impression? I know we talked about that in the past through Instagram that you were talking about how it was hard getting performing music on an iPad looking cool. But I think
Yeah.
it's
I
cool
think I
that
nailed it, right? I got it, right?
yeah, it's cool that you've taken that step. That
The visual aspect is key. It's so key.
yeah. You just gotta like normalize making
Normalize
music
it,
on
right?
an
Be a
iPad.
pioneer. Be a pioneer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so you're doing great work with that. So keep it up.
Yeah, the problem is this. Yeah, the iPad jack output. Yeah, is not the same as of course as an MPC for sure. It's really you can make it, but you need audio interface with a little bit more power.
Telly is doing good.
But it's
Telly's
not
doing
the
a good job.
fact. Yeah,
Telly's
with
doing good.
AUM. Right now
Yeah,
with
he's doing great.
AUM. Yeah,
Yeah.
with AUM, with some compressor, with some you can really
I think Telly
push it.
actually. I think Telly actually goes into his SP too.
Hey,
Yeah.
where's
Yeah.
I do that too,
Where's
man.
Low Tech at? Where's Low Tech at, bro? That is my guy, bro. That is my guy.
But
They just had a
Yeah, I
show
was just
earlier.
hanging out with Low Tech
I'm
just before
I'm
this,
going to
actually.
take what Impression said. He said about the visual is really important. It's the
Yeah.
idea of Koala. Look at the Koala. It's not really the like the SP turning knob style. No, but it's
But it can
more.
be.
But I
You know
use
who-
Yeah, you
both.
can. But the idea is more than that. Is when you see the visual of people like Tatsumaki, like other people, they make crazy
Kobe.
stuff with FX. So
We want
you
to
know,
see it.
you can make it with MPC. You can make it with. It's
And
really.
that's a great point, Remy, because I think the brand of Koala is when you scroll on your Instagram and then you see the performance tab,
Exactly.
or you see the pads, or you see the screenshot. Because, like, I mean,
Yeah.
like you even see, for instance, Duke Westlake, somebody who who's pretty established out there. Like, all you
Yeah.
see is the screen grab of the Koala interface, and that is you know, then it's that's Koala. Like that is the brand and that's the recognition. You know.
Yeah,
Although,
it's
having
well.
said that,
the SP is like you rock on it.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
live
more
show thing.
knob. Yeah, it's more like an instrument, no? It's more like
Yeah.
an instrument. So it's more for me like a human performance. I say, So
having said that
sorry,
though, if you look
let me finish
at
this.
Michael's
Yeah,
Play PM,
yeah,
like the video that Michael Play PM's been doing, and and obviously Michael's done some great stuff with different controllers, and the last thing that he did with mapping the Cog Nano pad and using the performance effects for that, it's very much like the SP, but obviously he's got the best of both worlds with that. So he's mapped all the controls, these things, but you're still seeing the screen, you're still seeing the visuals, the backgrounds, we're seeing the workflow that people are doing, but you can mix it up and do multiple things.
I need more camera.
Yeah, agreed.
Tatsumaki say elbow game. Tatsumaki is the
game.
only guy when he play on Android phone, he feel like he's on the real SP. So he can turn the knob directly on the FX on Koala. So this guy, so much muscle, man. It's like this, So
I can't wait to see what he cooks up with his new. Shout out to Tatsumaki.
Yeah,
with his new,
welcome to
iPad.
the iOS
New
gang.
iPad,
Welcome to the
It's
iOS
gonna be
gang.
crazy.
So I'm going to go back to the visual, and I think is really where Koala changed on the game, because it was a lot of video of people on the MPC or people, on the SP. For big making, for me, it was that the last 2 years, the last 3 years, what really was that, no? I think Koala is really changing, and now people are using AUM flight tape because, for example, if you saw the MSX audio, is making the same, and it's true. It's really cool, the tape interface. It's really cool, and it's important to make really a cool visual, no? So for me it's really important too. No, what do you think about that, Ant? Because you work really your video too when you are making.
I made 100 videos for the 100-day beat challenge. So then I think like pretty much half of those were Koala beats. So yeah, I'm actually gonna do a tape, but I gotta mix and master all of them. Like 50 beats to mix and master. So it's gonna take a while, but yeah, so I'm gonna release those too. But yeah, like
it's lo-fi. It's lo-fi.
Yeah, but like what you say about fly tape and everything, but it's really, damn it, now I lost it. But yeah, but screen recording is what I was talking about. Yeah, like, and also what you were saying about Tatsumaki, that really inspired me to like find good video clips and have them as background and shit.
And the new feature of the scrolling background is really cool too. And the green screen, no, Michael, a lot of people are using the green screen too.
Yeah,
so
that is what I meant. Like, find a video on YouTube to have as the background. Like,
I don't know if Marek is coming tonight, but I think he's really working on this kind of stuff. I think the next level is making more thing on the background and more option, because it's
EQ.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not remember, don't want to make a DAW. It's really important for him. Don't make a DAW. So he's going to add some EQ style, but not really. Don't.
No, but like the SP EQ with like
not the fight,
knobs,
not the fight fighter,
like,
not the fight fighter. Yeah, like this, more like this, no, more like a knob EQ with low and high. But no, the idea is really simple, really a sampler, not the DAW. At the end, we can make a lot of things with this, no? Yeah, Michael.
He won't need to though.
Yeah, Pete.
He won't need to because he's doing the multi-app. So if we got he's going to have 4 separate channels. We can put them into AUM and do whatever you want. You could put, you could put full EQs per channel or whatever. But yeah, I know that was a plan.
You're the first person who said that's coming now. Is that real?
Yeah, man. It's on the Discord. So
Discord.
Oh, I never read that. Damn it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we got to be everywhere.
Gotta
Twitter,
catch up.
Instagram. You
The
gotta.
Discord is just crazy. There's just so I don't know how you keep up with that, Pete. Like I see it,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
too
just get
much.
overwhelmed. I'm just like, oh my god, you know.
Honestly, man, I've got like a dozen different channels, and most of them are muted because I can't. It's just too much.
Yeah,
But
same here.
I keep the koala one on. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So definitely, yeah, it's going to
sample
evolve and
rumble.
evolve more. So we are going to have new feature. No, nothing. Yeah, I can intermittent. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
bro.
just gonna say now that Super is back, I gotta say, I just got about the green screen technique. Me and Super were two of the first people to use that,
Pioneers.
and that I know of. So I just gotta give a shout out to Super Duper because we were I just saw that you commented that sometime, and I was like, oh, what one more guy who figured that out. So. That was
Yeah.
about that actually ties in with with what we've been talking about earlier. I think that was really cool about this community
Visual.
with all the knowledge sharing going on and what Pete is doing, and like so many people being so generous with their knowledge. And that's actually because that was just a big thing for me because I wrote about the green screen technique and on Twitter, and it really took off after that. There were quite a few
Yeah,
people that saw that, and they were like, "Oh shit, I never thought of that." And then after that, you just saw it multiplying, and so it was just it's not to like claim credit for it. It was just like a really cool thing for me where you could like really see just a before and after that tweet. And it
yeah,
was cool just because it was such a it's basically a pretty simple technique, but it unlocks so much creative potential.
Yeah.
For me personally, it was just very cool to be able to pay back like to the it was kind of like paying back the community for all the knowledge that I've
yeah.
gotten from everywhere else. So
I have a good follow on that story. So one of the guys in the Facebook group, he'd been sort of struggling with the green screen, and he'd been making some fun jokes about like, see, look at my video, I did it wrong. Like because in iMovie you can green screen. There's two images, right? Two layers, and he was green screening the wrong layer. And he's like, see, I keep screwing it up, but he would use it, and it was sort of funny for him. And that was Mars Capone who said that. But I said, oh, I didn't realize you could do green screen from iMovie. So the thing is, I didn't actually catch the Twitter that you had put out at all, and yet it permeated through our community, and I found out from somebody else who was using it. And so here's the thing, though, is because I didn't learn it from your Twitter. When I heard there was green screen, I was just like, well, how am I going to incorporate that into my thing? And so I do more abstract sort of soundscapes. So for me, I'm doing more abstract sort of backgrounds. So what I've been doing is overlapping two completely abstract things, and one of them is green screen. So now I see like abstract motion, going across the screen. So it's just really interesting. It's like the stuff you did permeated through, and now I'm utterly using it in a completely different way. But so thank you. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
it's the same, no? It's the same as the
Yeah.
sample, no? The techniques, the sample, every people use at this way, no? Every people have his own techniques, his own way of thinking, and it is what I say. No, we speak a few minutes ago. Is you are from other part of the world, but at the end, okay. With the same thing, we can make music, the same kind of music, but totally different with my inspiration, with my culture, with you had you add a little more of taste, more flavor on your track, no? Super duper. It was this week, no, when the people start to share what is the free
Oh
apps, what is the so
yeah.
yeah.
Rex pulled them up from that Facebook group, I think, and then everybody just started sending them to each other. Same thing with that Moog shit from yesterday. All the Moog apps were free yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
Michael.
about that.
Mhm.
His name is Robert Moog. It's pronounced O.
Oh, it's Moog.
Moog.
I've been saying Moog
I don't
for
know.
years, man.
I said it
Yo,
wrong.
yeah, me
Wrong.
too, bro.
Whatever.
It changed my life.
It's like a
I'm
rite of
convinced that's why. I think that's why he made the rogue, so that people could actually pronounce it properly. Like it's the Moog Rogue. It's like it's the image going, oh, it's the Moog Rogue. It's like no.
Old school Moog.
I think everyone pronounces it.
I'll be honest, I'm probably still gonna call that shit Moog.
I was gonna say I know it's Moog, and I still say Moog sometimes. So,
It's gotta be.
Just to piss Bob off.
What's up?
I believe he's dead, right? Is he alive?
No, he's
No,
dead. He's dead.
He
Unfortunately,
died like
He's rolling over in
Yeah.
a grave.
a few years back.
That
Yeah,
is-
wherever he is, he's pissed
Yeah,
to be called the wrong name.
I'm here, but I'm not here at the same time because I need to be with the other guest guys. Oh man, I'm working. What do you think? What do you do, bro? Okay, so cool. We have the next guest. We have L3 Miss, one of the first. Okay, guys. Okay, I need to say goodbye. So, because I have two more people coming as they can't enter because we are more than 10. So,
Hey, I can get
I'll
going,
step-
dude.
Marshall,
You want people to
I
drop off?
I can get
start
going.
dropping
I can
off.
peace
Yeah, you
out. I
need
can
to
peace
go?
out.
So one more time, please, Marshall, share with us where we can find you on YouTube.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I actually have a new YouTube. It's Planet Plex, so go to that one. I'm going to be doing some koala videos soon on that.
Okay, so let's go to Planet Plex, please, guys. Shout out to Marshall
Thank you.
to join us on the stream. Thanks for the first time on Meet. The gang. See you, bro. Thanks.
See you later,
Bye.
Marshall.
Peace.
Marshall.
Thanks, guys.
Remy, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. What?
Peace out, y'all. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Supa Dupa.
Take care, man.
Shout out to
See
you.
you,
Shout out
man.
to you, hermanito.
Peace out.
See you.
Salute.
Bye.
Peace, man.
Thanks. Yeah, we have a
Remy.
new guest with us. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
I didn't know if I was muted. I was like hesitant.
No, I mute and unmute because sometimes is lot of his when
It gets
we
chaotic,
have a
yeah, it
lot
gets
of
chaotic.
mic. So
Do you need people to drop off?
no, yeah. For now it's cool. We have
Alright.
the 10. We have
now.
the 10. We have the NPC head, the secret man. What up, man? Plus, what up?
What's going on, fellas and lady? What's going on?
Yeah, and shout out to L3 Miss. Thanks, L3 Miss, to joining us. You was on the first on the Beatcast, and you are coming for the first time on Meet the Gang. So
Thank you for having me and Koala Gang all day. I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
No, bro, it's an honor. It's an honor to have you, bro. It's
Yeah.
an honor. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the shout out on the MSX.
I think it's about that. I think it's important to use my platform to elevate this one because y'all welcome me, so I welcome you. So any success that comes to me is success for you guys too. So Koala Gang is in the building.
Absolutely.
It's the idea, no man. Plus is the same. And the first time I say it's a win-win. We need to, you need to help your brother, and the brother help you. And it's the only way. We don't need sometimes people are cheating, buying the like, buying some fake stuff.
Gotta be
Here
organic,
we only make real people who listen music. No, we don't need a fake follower. We are not here for have follower.
Yeah.
I want people active.
I'm sure everybody here is real.
Yeah, but when I say followers, is sometimes people are thinking I really want more followers, but I want people active. I don't need people who only are here for following. No, the idea is really an organic feeling, between the people.
People who
And
move the
it's
culture.
yeah, totally
Yeah.
impression.
At the end of the day, everybody wants to be a better musician. So why not just get together and just be better musicians? That's it.
Totally.
Yep.
That's it.
all.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
totally. And we are
100%,
different.
man.
We are different people, and sometimes a newbie can teach some kind of to an expert,
Yeah,
and the same. No, the same. An expert can share some kind
exactly.
of.
Always. That's my mantra. Always be a student.
Game
Always.
is game. Game is
Yeah.
game, bro.
Always.
No matter who
Always.
it is.
And this no man plus every
Always.
time is like this on this community. Some kind of new guy have the new feature for the visual, no, or an application to share, or and at the same times people who know mix and EQ skills share with the people, the young people. So is this, remember, I don't know man plus, but it was the same, no, when you listen what the people teach you on the studio record studio, no,
Yes. Yes.
people are sharing the skills. So I remember my first time, the people say, you need to make that, and it's the way to improve, to be better, no,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I mean, if you're not in it to inspire and let the craft go, then why you're doing it? Because if you're doing it for clout, this is the wrong craft for you. Like, you shouldn't be a musician. You should be like a janitor or something. Like
A TikToker,
You know,
bro. Be
a TikToker, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like
also-
when I play music, I'm supposed to inspire and teach. That's all I'm saying.
But we're
That's
like
my
a
purpose.
niche of a niche. So it's like
Huh?
Yeah.
the Koala game's not flooded with money. It's like, this is the thing. If you're gonna get into this to find some celebrity or something with your $4
Yeah,
app,
exactly.
you're in the wrong place. It doesn't make any
Exactly.
sense. We're all standing on each other's shoulders. Somebody finds something in the community, gets, somebody else takes it that little bit further. There's so much out there. We're all learning from each other. That's
So
what
for
makes
me,
it so
example,
beautiful.
what I lack in hip hop experience, I kind of bring in like a newer Gen Z kind of aspect. Like I try to tell people the visual aspect is very key. Not many people can reach a lot of people, and in the last year I've reached a lot of people with Koala, and they want to understand about this whole iOS
Yeah,
thing,
man.
and I want to be pioneer for it, as I'm sure we all do, right? We
Yeah.
want to just propel it forward.
Yeah, it's only gonna get bigger from here.
Only
So,
we're here early.
and that's when the endorsements come, and that's when the real clout comes. Clout
To
with
the
a check.
moon, to the moon.
Clout that you buy.
Koala to the moon.
Clout that pays you because you're an expert, because you're learning every day and you're teaching, and the companies really want to mess with you, and because they know that you can teach the right way, not the wrong way, and you teach the fundamentals.
Yeah.
The fundamentals.
Yes.
Yeah, you can make the thing on the good way. Is what I said. No, it's a win-win. You don't need to be mad to making some dark stuff. No, you can be making good job, and it's work.
Right.
It's not always fake thing. No, it's sometimes it's work because the people so wow, this guy is really good teacher, or he's really good producer, and it's the work who speak.
And you gotta have a sense of humor too. Like that's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
True.
There's nothing wrong with having a sense of
True.
humor.
Yeah,
No serious beats all the time. No.
exactly.
I like a good joke, like last week's joke about that guy that stole beats. Yeah,
I don't know how do you
Oh my
say
God.
do you say that in English, but in French it's like relax your ass or something like that. I don't know in English.
I don't know. I don't
But
know.
it's like yo man, yeah, don't be so strict.
Yeah, don't be so uptight. Don't be
Yeah.
uptight. Yeah, uptight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
yeah,
sense.
okay, yeah. So cool. Yeah, it's the idea, no. So yeah, same. L3 Miss. I saw you are more present on social media, no.
Yeah.
Right now, no. You're making some cool video with the SP right now. You're
Yeah.
on Koala and SP. Yeah.
Pretty much,
So-
yeah. I've been like going back and forth trying to study more on the SP404 than the Koala. Well, I'm more comfortable with the Koala than SP404. So like, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm cheating on one of the two.
No, but it's
Not at all. Nah.
Hand in hand. It's hand in hand.
Yeah, true.
And actually, it's
Right.
it's very important for that's how you say your name, Lateness.
Les Mis.
It's L3 Miss.
L3ness. Okay, it's very important for you to be here because women in production is very important. Because you don't know right now, but you don't know who's watching this, but you're probably inspiring somebody in their bedroom.
You're inspiring me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that happens to be a woman or even a little girl that says, "Ooh, I
Right.
got this new machine and I want to learn it," and they see somebody like you doing it, like, "Well, I could do it too," and it
Right.
just snowballs. It's just snowballs,
Totally.
and that's what it's about.
LP.
It's about inspiring people.
She
But, you know, it's
inspires
not.
me.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And it's kind of, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm going to keep it 100. It's kind of sad that I don't see a lot of females in production that's out there. So, like, I want to be the first to show off and let females know, hey, if guys can do it, females can do it too. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
Like, right
Yeah.
now is this one producer that I look up to, and her name is Wonder Girl. And
Okay.
nobody don't know who she is, and that's the
Right.
saddest part about that. And she
I
like
do.
literally
It's
like
dope.
What's up, Wonder Girl?
exactly. Like I heard some of her beats, and yo, her beats go freaking crazy. Like no cap.
She's
So
been
like
one half for years.
I know. I know a female
Exactly.
producer also. Her name. She goes by Murder Megs. Oh man, she is the truth.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I do a YouTube tutorial every Sunday night, and we invite her. We've been inviting her on, and she's been coming and she's been teaching people. So we have we have
that's
different
fire.
objectives now.
Respectfully,
So
man.
it's really
That's
dope.
fire.
You know what I'm saying?
If anybody that's been involved in the back season knows St. Amethyst as well.
Yeah,
St.
man.
Amethyst is insane with it. So definitely.
Another one is Brown Jewel too.
Yeah, Brown Jewel. Yes,
Brown Jewel.
from Session In. Yes, she's
Mhm.
really dope. Also, yeah.
Super dope. Super dope.
Wow.
Shouts to Session In.
That's
Shout out
crazy.
Some nasty
to
stuff, man.
California.
Oh, Lena Fornia also.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of my favorite,
oh, wow.
one of my favorite beat takes.
Yo, I appreciate the info, man. Yo, y'all give me some more information. I want to look them up, like for
Yeah,
real.
it's quite it's
That's fire.
quite a few that's killing it right now. But they,
Right.
with everything, everything's like what we're trying to do is we're trying to break down this door of favoritism. Like if you talented, rock. It don't matter male, female, or whatever you identify as or whatever. It's just when you press play, you get busy. How it should be.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you're right. You're absolutely right about that. That's straight up
Remy,
facts.
when is the next Koala SP tournament?
Okay, the SP tournament, we don't know, but the next battle, the
Has
next
to be
month. Every month I'm going to make a battle, okay? Yeah, it's a battle crossover, so I'm going to make a battle with other crew. So we have Global Beat Cypher coming soon, a crossover, battle crossover with Global Beat Cypher. And we have a new more. So yeah, I'm going to make this every month. But yeah, definitely with Marek, we are thinking about that. But we don't know if it's going to be the SP versus Koala, because we don't know
NPC.
this battle
NPC, yeah.
impression. This I don't know.
I don't
This
know. 'cause
battle, this
Remy,
battle was.
Both
I
sides.
got a lot of machines, so it could be. I don't know. I got a lot of machines over here.
You know what? This
PO.
battle was special. It never going to be the same because it's come from a man who speak about Koala. SP is better than Koala, and all start with a little beef from the chat with DBSE, and it really come from this.
gatekeeping.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can make the same because it was really this moment. But
Right.
I'm pretty
They always
sure.
come for Diddy.
Yeah, we'll just start some shit somewhere. We'll just go to some
I'm
other
pretty
dude.
sure.
Like,
Just
You
go
know-
on DiBiase's Twitter. There's always somebody trying to start some shit with.
Yeah.
To be
No.
honest, to be
No,
honest,
DiBiase
Trust
say-
me, man.
say-
No, no, no.
really,
Always.
DiBiase is the
Proper.
king, man.
Really.
But there's always somebody trying to get at him on his Twitter, and he's always like, man,
No, trust
retweeting
me.
him and.
How do you feel about the
It's insane.
gatekeeping in the hip hop community? In terms of how you make your music, like, people gatekeep
Oh,
so
I
So much.
hate
Yeah.
that.
I've gotten it
hate
so
that.
much. Like, bro, you should be making Daytona SP404. But I don't know anything. I only make beats on iOS. Only.
So it starts from
And
this.
that's
It starts
good.
from this.
Yo, do whatever
Yeah.
you feel. Yo, when you press play and it
Exactly.
knocks, that's all that should
All
matter.
that matters.
Exactly.
All that other shit.
Yep.
Like what's cool
Yep.
to play, like, it's. Well, I'm the guy I'm like one of the guys that uses every damn thing anyway because it's just what I do. But
Universal.
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's all computers. It don't matter.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
either code for a computer or it's a computer. There
How
should
do
be
you
no
how do you
debate.
utilize it, bro? How do you
What is
utilize
the difference? What is the difference between a cell phone or computer? It's the same.
It's the same thing.
A cell
Cell phone
phone
is a
now,
computer.
it's a 2018 laptop. So
I
I've
M1
written papers on my iPhone before, so I mean,
yeah.
right now
What
it's
up,
the same
gentlemen?
chip.
What up, boss baby? What up,
what's up,
gentlemen? You here,
y'all?
bro? What up? What up?
Happening.
Yeah. So
Great.
what, as I said, you was on this thing, no, gentlemen, on the SP for battle and all kind of stuff. But remember, no, it was really that, no, it was we need to show Koala is the same as SP, but no, we don't need that. We know that. So maybe the next one is going to be a big Koala thing, a big battle. I mean, personally, but I can speak about because my rec is here too. I think about a real world championship. With battle from US, battle Asia, battle
Yeah, that'd be hard.
South America.
Wow.
The Koala Olympics. You feel me?
Exactly, bro.
Just Europe.
Exactly. I'm on it. The fucking
Yeah.
Koala Olympics. Yo, you got that.
Ooh, the Koala Olympics.
Different
Wait,
events.
That's crazy.
With,
Michael, sorry, Michael.
different events with with scores for each round, right? So you get to actually participate in every single round, just like sort of the like a triathlon or something like that.
Oh,
right?
like different events, right? Like
Different events like
that.
micro chop or I don't know, like
a house music round.
house music.
Make some industrial music.
Yeah.
But I say I need more female
make
too
a TV
because
show.
all the people say why they not female on the show. I
Well,
invite everybody, but please,
Remy, I've been spreading the word to all my people, so there will be more women in this. Trust me. I've been spreading the word. So
because it smell like a
wife.
gym room, like a gym restroom, only guys, man. Only guys on it. Yeah, we need more female, no? So one more time, shout out to you and Miss, because sometimes I really feel because he smell.
Oh man, hey,
you're
it
killing
doesn't really matter to me, but yes, we do need more females that's actually going to hop on.
Did you drop your ad wherever you at? I gotta make sure I connect with you too.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, she can write me on IG. Yeah. What?
What do you think of auto chop? All of you guys, how do you think of auto chop? Are you utilizing auto chop?
Yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes no.
I use mine all the time, low key.
One at a time. First the miss. Guys, respect, please. First the miss. So, what did you think, L3 Miss, about the auto shop? Good question from my bro impression.
I mean, I ain't gonna
Really
lie. I
impression.
mean, it's dope. I use it all the time, so I mean, I'm not complaining. So it is what it is.
No, but you use it.
Yeah, I use
What
it.
is your favorite? The lazy one or what? What is your favorite?
I don't
algorithm?
low key. I don't use the lazy one. I don't.
No?
I don't use the lazy one because, like, to be honest, like when I use the lazy, if I use it, it'd be too bored. I'll be too bored too quickly. So yeah, I have to use like the other one. I'm like, oh, let me try this one and do it that way.
Okay.
So I'm good with that.
Okay, you're going with that. Yes, okay, Dynamite, yeah.
Yeah, can I ask? I just now that I have a lot of koala experts in the same room, I just gotta ask a question about the chopping. Like, is there a way to? Because I've been thinking about suggesting that as a feature to Marek that you could choose which bank the samples are loaded into. Because right now
No, you can't choose them.
Can't do that.
Right
Whatever's
now,
first come, first serve.
It's a good feature,
Yeah, man.
so I agree with it.
it's a mess sometimes.
It's like packing for vacation.
What I've been doing is just sample a bit of silence, and then I fill up the banks like
Yeah, I've done that too.
so that I get all those because
So you get all your drum.
I think you need to write to the wish list. The big wish list of Marek.
I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed anything because then
It's pretty much you have to approach it like this. You like to especially when you're chopping certain parts of a certain song. Like you wanna know what you want to do first, second, and third. Have that in your head before you dive in. Because me myself, I'm like personally, I'm a micro chopper. Like I do lots of chops
Same.
in my stuff. If everybody like listens to my stuff, but you pretty much gotta know what you do before you approach what you do. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just annoying when you're
Oh, very, very.
when it kind of fills up all the empty slots. So it's just because I found workarounds for it, but I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed anything.
But don't you love the user interface? At least sliding on a sample and just loving the chop, like sliding on a sample while the drums are playing. You know, I do that all the time to see what fits, right? I love the user interface of all samples. It's so good. It's just too good. It's too good.
I like the time stretch.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
I love the time stretch.
Time stretch is amazing.
It's really good.
Honestly, the quality that he got on that time stretch is insane.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's really dope.
It's up there with anything else. Like literally, there's maybe like Ableton, but
always fits. It always fits.
Always.
yeah, man.
The algorithm is really cool. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
work
it's
really.
insane.
And imagine he creates all the algorithm to make this. It's a big work. Huh? It don't take because he can't take other algorithm from other people. No. He make his own algorithm. So he make four different. No, the beat, the retro, and the classic. So really is a big work. So one more time, yeah. Shout out for me for the breakbeat, for example, the time stretch. Wow. Since I have this time stretch, I love using breakbeat. No, you play the breakbeat. You only recut the first attack release. You move. Poof, if it you play, you can make it at the same time you're playing it. So I really love it. Love the time stretch.
The thing that I love about it is the if you want to, let's say you want to do a key change. So you've got one loop maybe that's like for the flip roulette. I do it all the time because you've got a short period of time. So let's say I've got like an 88 beat per minute track. I've got the standard loop that's in like C or something. I want to drop it down a third. When I drop it down a third, I'm stretching it. Obviously, like it's gonna get longer because the sample's lower. So the time stretch, just being able to chop that back in and have it straight back. Now that's 100% bake that in. It's perfect. And then I'll auto chop that again. It's so powerful for that, and it helps you work so quickly, just because everything is already in there. Again, we're talking about like a $4 app, £4 app. It's insane that it's done that.
$5.
I got a question about time stretch.
7. You got to get the samurai, so it's 7. But I still feel
allegedly.
YTC. I know you. For example, we can say you love shopping, no? So if you compare with other gear from you, the machine, the SP, the other stuff you have, you the auto shop for you it's different than other gear, or you feel the same as you standalone sampler?
I feel like I use it sort of the same, and it's different too because when I started to get into the machine workflow, I started to chop my chops in Koala, sort of like how I do machine, where like I'll cut it and then I'll drag it to another pad, and then it'll keep where you have where you marked it, and then you could just drag the beginning to the end, and it'll start from where you ended off on the previous one. So I've been doing that a lot.
That's
as
what
far
I'm
as the
doing too.
auto. Yeah, as far as the auto chop goes, I'll do whatever I can do to find dope sounds. Pretty much, like I don't care what what it is, if it's auto chop or lazy chop, fucking whatever chop, karate chop.
I'm really sad because I'm the only one who use the lazy shop. I was so happy.
I mean, I'm waiting until it gets to me. But
it sounds so good.
I actually use all the chops, so when it gets to me, I'll
I try everything, and then I just try to find something that's dope, and then work with it. And that's it. Really.
So,
I want to ask y'all real quick about the time stretch thing. When y'all using repitch, like I can't get the hang of it. Like I know it changes the pitch, but like what else can you do with it? Like
slow it down.
In the settings, do you turn it on so that it's in what do you call it, key steps or whatever?
It's semitones.
Semitones. Yeah. That's crucial if you're going to be doing the pitch stuff, and if you because then all of a sudden all of the jumps are actually like sound good, so you can do harmonies and everything like that. So you take any sound, a note or anything, and then duplicate it, and then as long as they're all time stretched, right, then you can just change the pitch on every one of them, and then all of a sudden you can have a chord. Your thing can be like very musical. Because if you try to do the like click out the little keyboard icon, and then you can only go up a few notes or down a few notes before the speed of it changes in such a ugly way that it's useless. But the way I just said,
I have a question.
definitely you can do it. You can do it.
Have you guys mastered the sidechain on Koala yet? Playing with the attack and stuff? Have you guys done that yet?
But I've got to admit,
we are going to Pete first. Pete.
In terms of the, I did use that. That's the way that I did it, sort of way before on when I was doing it first, when I didn't have sidechaining on the MPC 2000 or whatever. And I figured out, if I do the attack, if I chop that and bring that out, so that then my drums don't hit this. Like I'd layer drums and stuff. But in Koala, if I'm using it on iOS, I like to hard pan the sample. So I've got all the drum samples are hard panned left, and everything else is hard panned to the right. Load it up into AUM. Then I've got one channel which is purely drums, one channel which is melodic. Then I put the sidechain on the melodic, so it hits on. I use the Bless sidekick. So then I've got.
That's game, dude. That's game.
Honestly, man, it's so good. It's so tight. And then you can have a full drum chain.
Ever since you said that, Pete, that's what I've been doing, man.
What is it?
It's perfect, man.
No, I said ever since Pete dropped that gem, I don't know if it was on Twitter or where I seen it.
Yeah.
Do you have a video on that?
Yeah, here's a video. YouTube.
Yeah, man, I think so.
It might have been the video too. Ever since I seen that, that's what I've been doing for sidechain.
Gentlemen, have you a tip for the sidechaining?
Not really. I'm in between, so I'm getting a new iPad for my birthday, which is next week.
Okay.
So like I've been peeping all of y'all's game, but I haven't like downloaded everything to my phone just 'cause I don't have enough space. So once I get this iPad, that's really when I'm gonna be able to do it.
Well, Tatsumaki just got his iPad. I'm scared about him. What he's gonna do.
Oh man.
Agreed.
He's going to make some fire. Ant, have you some? AK, Dynamite.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop another tip. Another way of that I've been using for a while. There are a couple of apps that you can use to kind of pre-sidechain your samples. There's one by Audio Damage called Pump House, where you can where there's it's a 16-step step sequencer, and you can make a dent in the sample. So if you load it up in AUM, if you have a loop, then you can load it up in AUM, and then you can get the samples pre-sidechained, so you kind of make a dent in the waveform where you place the drums. It's very simple. You can adjust the attack and the release and ratio and everything like on a regular compressor, but it's just the only thing it does is just there are no drum sounds. You just program where you want the dents to be.
It's like a programmable gate, isn't it? The way that Pump House works. So it's literally like a finger in wet concrete. So if you imagine the sample is the wet concrete, put your finger where you want the kicks to hit or the snares to hit, whatever.
Exactly. So you can experiment with that. So I've used that. I've used that sometimes. I sometimes just chop the sample in Koala and then export it, load it up in AUM. Process it.
You can use Pump House. You can do that on the AUM thing as well. You can do that on the, if you split the two channels. You can use Pump House is another one that you can use. You can put that on your melodic channel and have that
everybody is speaking about sidechaining, but 20 years ago, no one speak about sidechaining.
It's because nobody told us about it, man. But they were doing it. In the studios, they were doing it.
We were overloading compressors a long time since.
I see that because it's really a new thing. No, when I saw now the beat on MPC the beat on everybody. Every people are like, the sign said. I remember the beat, awesome beat, no, from the MPC 25 years ago, and it was only with the ear mixing the bass and the kick, and nothing about the sidechain, you know.
Now, the first time that I actually saw it was La Funk Mob. You know La Funk Mob?
Yeah.
Before Daft Punk.
Yeah.
And they were using the I think it's an Alesis, like a really old, like Alesis.
Yes.
Was like, and that was the one, man. Like
Yes, that was
it's
the
dirty,
one.
but that was the first time, and I was like, oh shit, that's how they do that.
Yes.
But nobody was telling us because nobody shared the knowledge back then, and we didn't have the internet, so you just couldn't find
the
out.
sidechain is something from the rave, huh? It's totally from the rave because it's when the kick,
culture.
the rave.
It's it's house as much as anything else, man. It's house because the kick's got to hit so hard.
Yeah, the
that
sidechain
all the
is
track has to
like-
move out of the way.
They take your
Your chest, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally your chest, and it was the idea of the trance music for the people who take drugs, no, to make this kind of hypnotic rhythm, no. So yeah, in the first time you speak about sidechain is really a techno thing, no, and right now it's the hip hop thing, no. As the MPC live come with the duck effect and the
Mother
sidechains.
ducker. I use that on
Mother
everything.
Docker, yeah. Favorite tool.
I feel like that's Flylo though. Flylo kind of introduced that the most because he kind of went, you know what? I'm gonna do it when there's no drums. I'm just gonna have the whole track just pumping, and I'm gonna mute the drums, and everything's just slamming. And then everybody in hip hop was like, "Damn, how would we even do that?"
But
And
the
then
engineers was like, no, don't do that.
it's terrible. We don't want to master that. It's awful. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he say what they say, Danny, is really true.
Yeah.
Thing is, back then the gear was so expensive, there was no point in sharing the knowledge. Yeah, it was the same.
That's
you
true.
have
That's true.
one MPC for 15 people, no? So yeah. But
Yeah, man.
at the same time, it's the reason why we can say, because people say, music was better before. Yeah, but at the same time, it's different because it's more easy to make, no? Right now, it's affordable, no? For the
Convenient,
people.
accessible, easy.
Yeah.
But it's like
For
what
example,
Impression was saying about gatekeepers earlier on. This idea of gatekeeping. Back then, the gatekeeping was, it was we come from the era, or a lot of us anyway, come from the era of, I'm going to soak the labels off my records. I'm not going to tell you shit. You're not going to find out what the beats are that I'm playing. I'm not going to tell you how to do stuff. Like the first person that I ever heard actually tell another producer how to do stuff was when, I think it was Large Professor told maybe Pete Rock, I think, how to do the filtering to get the bass lines. And he said it in an interview, and it was like, it was like the first gem that you'd ever been given.
Yeah.
Like you read all the magazines and all of it. It's like, oh shit, he just gave away a technique. Like nobody's ever done that. So then you get on the MPC and you'd be like, I'm going to filter a bass line out of this. And it was like for the hook, you have everything in, and then when the verse drops, filter it all out. So you just got the bass and the drums rocking together.
Yeah.
And it was like, But now we're in a position where we can all do those kind of things.
Well, that's why I
obviously
love
you can
Discord.
filter in the Koala.
I love Discord because it's so accommodating. Everyone is willing to give the game up as long as it's growing a beat-based community. Everyone on Discord is so helpful, and I get all my samples on Discord right now.
Yeah, if you go to the Facebook group, I know you don't use Facebook because it's for old people.
Come on.
The Facebook group.
I ain't that young.
I promise you, the Facebook group is the only reason to use Facebook on your phone, because it's the same. You can ask to Michael because he's a moderator. So it's the same people speak, have a question, and 10 minutes after you have like 20 answer. So it's really cool because
we help each other out.
Yeah,
no more
usually in Facebook it's not like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Gatekeeping is dated. It's so dated.
Yeah, it's done.
I'm not gonna tell you this sample because you should know it's on yourself. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
We got sample snitching sites anyway. You can go to Who Sampled, and as soon as the song comes out, Who Sampled snitching on you anyway. So
don't bring up Who Sampled.
Go to YouTube.
Me so many times, bro. Every time I put out a record, every time.
Men Plus. Yeah.
I hate it.
No, I was gonna say with the whole gatekeeping situation, I realized that the reason why some of certain people that don't want to give out information is because they don't want this person to be better than them or
Yeah,
what they
man.
do.
Yeah,
And I
Do it
started to
justice.
realize that. I'm like, why does it even matter?
Facts.
Why does it matter?
Facts.
We're all doing the same thing. We love music. We
Yeah.
build this community. So why be jealous of this other
Can I
person?
answer that question?
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Uh, and this is from a I'm gonna answer this question from a DJ's perspective. Okay, because it's because a lot of the cats, like especially the older cats, they are like, oh man, look at this young boy, think he know everything, playing all before me, before me. I've been doing this for 50 years. And he come in here, he cutting and scratching and beat juggling and all that stuff. I was doing that when I was young too, but my back hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do that crab scratch, but I could do scratch. Like, you know what it is? It's because the fresh new talent's gonna fuck their money up.
Mhm.
But this is
On a
the thing,
$5
though.
rap.
But if they go to the new talent and they go like, damn, that's, like, how are you doing that? It's exactly the same with all the scratches. If you want to learn,
exactly.
like, what's boomerangs? Easy, get yourself on Instagram. There's somebody doing boomerangs, and you're like, that's how it's done.
Well, a lot of the
or
guys,
crabs
they
or
don't.
whatever.
Yeah, a lot of them they don't humble themselves, and they're I want to say, okay, it's like a give and take. Like they're doing it and they're trying to keep the fundamentals going, but at the same time they're fucking the game up by being closed-minded to new things and not teaching so the craft could grow. And that's
the thing.
They don't adapt.
When the
They don't
teacher
adapt at all.
stops being a student, it's when a teacher stops being a student, they can't teach anymore. Because they're not learning the new things. You got to always be learning. And in every classroom situation, in every learning situation, you have to understand that. I mean, I come from a secondary school teacher background. I learned so much from the kids that I taught, because they'd come out with some totally different perspective, and I'd be like, I've been teaching this for a while, and nobody's ever said what you just said. Because you got to be prepared to learn. It's a different perspective.
Also drink water and mind your business. Yes.
Yeah, but I think I think it's really the bad would like that, because the big the few people I speak, you have a big on the music, and they're really cool, they're really open, they want to share. No, it's really the man, the little producer who thinking I'm the star, I'm the king. No. But a lot of really people who can say I'm a king, they don't like that, because they know they learn from someone before, and if they are famous now, it's because someone helped us to make this. I watched a video. It was on the from Dr. Dre Chronics. 2001, and for example, Dr. Dre speak about a lot of the ghost producer,
Shout out to Mel, man.
Yeah, so all the Dr. Dre was made with ghost producer.
And Daz too. Shout out to Daz.
Yeah, Daz, man.
Yeah, totally. But at the end, he give some respect to him, but he's not taking the famous, no. But it's not the problem. At the end, I think the thing is really like this. No, you need more people to really make now some awesome project. I don't really know people who work alone. You need some people, not famous, but people who can help you. He can give a little more taste to your project. No, on the music. So if the people is close, he's a stupid guy, because you need to be open and sharing to be better. No,
yes,
that's what I think. No, that's what I think.
No one can do what you do at the end of the day, right? You can tell them all the secrets, but they won't be able to do what you can do at the end of the day, right?
No,
exactly, man. Yeah. And we've all got different musical heritage, so we all come from different places. We experience different music, and we're bringing different sounds and techniques into what we're doing. So even if we all started off with I like on the sample flip, we all start with exactly the same sample and we're using the same program, but we're coming from a different angle because we have different tastes and different experiences, different knowledge. and sometimes you might apply a technique that you heard on a Aphex Twin record, or I don't know, like a DJ Crust record, or whatever it might be from different genres. Exactly, man, and you just pull it in, and I'm not going to do it like that because he did it on a 130 beats per minute, whatever track, and I'm working at 80 beats per minute. So just the fact that you're kind of blending that into your workflow takes it somewhere else, and someone who doesn't know Aphex Twin or whatever is hearing what you did, and they're inspired from you. They don't have to go to, I'm going to go and check out all the music that this person's listened to, because it filters through in the sound that you're making, and we're all bringing that.
With the Koala SP tournament, that's when I found out that's so true, because the Koala SP tournament was so amazing, and the way they flipped the samples in their own distinct manner, it blew my mind, bro. I watched it live on my TV right here. I was like, bro, this has got to happen more often. It has to happen.
I think that's the best way that you can learn how to find your sound is to not like intentionally copy somebody, but if you know somebody did one sample, use that same song, and the way that you'll do it, after hearing the inspiration you'll get from the original track or the original flip, when it comes out, that's you. All that's gonna be your own sound.
And I think competition fuels innovation, right? Like no one is approaching it. In a competition, you're approaching it way differently. You want to do whatever you can.
Only when it's done right, not to elevate, not for clout.
No,
get that cloud out of here. We don't want that.
That's not a word, bro. That's not a word when you talk about it.
Now we just want to just uplift the genre and take it to another level. That's all we here for, to inspire and let the genre grow. And dope beats too.
The funniest thing, that some of the best, like the most innovative things that I've heard is when people copied incorrectly. Like they wanted to do a version of what somebody else did and thought that they knew how to do it, but when they did it, it came out and they were like, "Oh, I've done this," and you hear it and you're like, "I can't hear that at all," but I really like what you did.
So
that's the thing.
That's my one of my. I mean, not everyone agrees with that, but that's one of my favorite creative techniques. Like trying to copy something but being kind of bad at it. So you kind of aim for the stars and you land somewhere in between. Like if you're bad,
it's called a reference track, right? It's a reference track at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, for the mix.
Track, but if you try to copy it and you can't, then you kind of you often
take it in your own direction, right?
You end up somewhere completely different, and no one can hear what you were trying to copy. So then
that's how you avoid the copyright by copying wrong. That's how it
works. I've often tried to copy Animal from the Muppets all the time, but it just didn't work out for me.
Visually, I've always done the same.
But Remy, does anyone else want to come in? I can leave right now. I might have to dip out.
Okay, bro. So
bring someone else up. 100%.
So Michael say something really cool.
Cool seeing you.
Yeah, Michael say they were the kids are really different. For example, I'm a dad, and when I say how my children take the music, it's really different. For example, I remember at the age, I don't was open like this, She can listen some techno, after that some salsa, and really cool, I really love this part, Michael, but I really a little bit afraid about the TikTok, because they can focus on 2-minute song. More than 2 minutes is really a lot. So maybe, Michael, what do you think about that? It may be the flip generation. We need make music less than 2 minutes.
we live in a microwave generation. We need stimulus every second. On to the next one.
Facts.
So, true. Michael, what do you think about that?
I don't have a lot to say about that. I think just in general, I look at my son and he picked up Koala, and the fact was the app's really easy to use. I think Impression sort of said that. It's just you pick it up, it's really intuitive. So I didn't really have to teach him. He could just pick it up and understood it. And within seconds, he was on YouTube finding songs he liked. And that naturally made his stuff sound like more modern, because his source sample
His
was
approach.
music that was, I don't know, appropriate for him, right? And so
Yeah.
within, I want to say he picked maybe 3 or 4 different things out of YouTube. He naturally it just mashed together because he grabbed the like drum from this and the trill from that and like some voice from this, and within seconds he had something that was infinitely more cooler and more modern than I will ever probably make, because he knows what the right aesthetic is for his generation. And I think that's kind of key. It's like if we pay attention to what the younger kids are doing, it may not be revolutionary, but their ears are they're tuned into what's now. Our ears are tuned into my ears are tuned into the 80s and the 90s. I'm still like, how do I do Aphex Twin? I'm still like trying to figure out stuff that's like 30 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
Timeless. We say that timeless.
I know what you mean, but like my point still is valid. It's like the aesthetic of younger kids is just, it's current. It's like, it's not about only the technique. It's also just having ears, like knowing what's good, what's current, what's hip, what's...
Well, these kids grew up with iPads at the age of 5, bro. They're gonna know way more than us at this point. They're gonna know all the
I don't think it's, like I said though, I don't think it's only technical skills. I think it's just an aesthetic, right?
Exactly.
Like I have my aesthetic.
What you're saying about the listening though.
Music, that's the way it should be.
First, okay, what is it? Yeah, go, okay.
Yeah. It's just, every generation makes their own music. You're not supposed to make the last generation's music, and you're not supposed to make the next generation's music either. So it's just but you got to keep your ears open. But I just want to say about I think it seems to be a generational issue with the whole knowledge sharing thing as well. Because I heard DiBiase talk about that in some interview, that it was just totally different when he was coming up, and you had to know someone with a sampler, and no one was giving up anything. You didn't have any OGs that taught the new cats anything.
Very tight-lipped.
And I think that's really cool that he has really taken that, really made that transition to the way.
Well, speaking of DiBiase, he dabbles in a lot of kind of politics around hip hop. How do you feel about the lo-fi concept, the lo-fi argument? Do you make lo-fi music? Would you consider your stuff lo-fi?
Oh man!
Stop!
I'm gonna put my mic off.
It's like the football. This is like the football.
Someone say lo-fi. I gotta go.
How much time we got left here?
No.
Yeah, it's a long conversation.
Yeah, we don't enter on this ground, man. Please don't. We don't want war. We don't want Koala versus Lofi. But
yeah,
it's finished like this. Yeah.
Remy, does someone else want to join? I can leave right now. I gotta go.
Yeah, bro. See you, and one more time, thanks, Impression, for coming.
Yeah, man. Good to meet you, man.
You have your guest card, so whatever you want. You check, send me a mail.
Yeah, I just followed you, homie.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Same.
Thanks, Impression. See you, bro. Yeah, Impression sound, please. Yeah, it's on my list. On my list on.
Yeah, you tagged me.
It's the reason why it's small my list on Instagram. Now all the people here are on my Instagram, but I need to focus on.
L3, I love you. I love what you're doing. Keep it up.
Hey, I appreciate Brody, man. You too, man.
All you guys. Thank you so much for pushing the culture. That's all we're trying to do. All
right, man.
Yeah.
What said impression is really I think it's not really the issue about that, but when we listen to the beat of every week on the flip challenge, for example, people who sound really dirty, the analog sound with a lot of fly tape, a lot of effect, and other who sound really dull, clean, so yeah, at the end, I think is the people want the music is going to be so clean. Listen, that I don't know if I understand, but the last years the music is going to be so clean, so masterizing, and it was so big. a big compact thing. And since the last 5 years, I think it's going back. No, the old school sound. People are buying more vinyl. So it's a big loop. The people are more waiting for old school sound, if I can say, or more warm, maybe not so
To me,
clean.
it's a texture thing. It's like we've gone through a period where a lot of people once like literally we went through all the sample period where people were able to just grab whatever and they weren't getting hit, and then lawsuits happened and everybody went, we're not going to do that for a while. Let's go for the synths. Let's go back to the drum machines and that kind of thing. And we've had that for quite a while, and now people are feeling like actually we could maybe find somewhere in between where if we're sampling these drum machine sounds and we're processing them, if we stick them through the 12-bit samplers, the MPC 60s or whatever, but we don't need to do the physical things now. We can get we could go back for fly tape or whatever it might be on machine. You got various other things that you could be using, so you're getting that texture back. So you're getting the essence of the lo-fi sound. I'm not using the lo-fi genre, but the lo-fi, the low fidelity technology.
Yeah, but we speak about that with YTC. No, I think lo-fi is not only like a brand. No, people need to make. I'm from this group. I'm from this group. No, it's not a genre. So it's only I think more analog music or maybe more.
I think Pete nailed it on the head. I mean, it's it's low fidelity. It's the textures. But I think people are using the term trying to get clout and profit off of it. It's just a handful. It's a bad with that lo-fi term. Some people think, oh yeah, you're ripping off Nujabes or whatever. Like you're just taking this guy's style and you don't even know who he is and you don't know who Dilla is.
Right, right.
I don't know. I mean, it's just a loaded conversation.
You speak about
at the end of the
people
day,
named Quesadilla J.
Ooh.
You need to give some name.
Jay Killer.
Legend.
But thanks to this guy,
Killer,
because
Jay
this
Quilla.
guy is really cool. Is with people like this, the community is more stronger. It's so cool, and people are making joke from
It's
him.
funny because he was gone.
You gotta love the
he was-
comedy. You have to.
he was gone for a minute too. Like and nobody heard of him, and then all of a sudden he just crept out the shadows.
Because the weather got warm, man. They always come out when the weather get warm. Every time.
It's funny. It was him, and then Peace came out like the week after. So man, I've been thoroughly entertained. I've been thoroughly entertained for the past 2 weeks on producer Twitter.
Yeah, it was really cool. I lost a lot of time, but it was really cool. I need to say. So one more time, thank you. You invite on the show, bro. If you want to speak with us, if you have some problem.
I don't think that's
you
gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I can end that. I can
See him in next week.
Yeah,
Jay Quilla.
Flip challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do the unplugged set. He's all about that.
Oh, Pete, please. Okay, so yeah, same idea. The next, yeah, Pace. What his name was? This guy, Pace. No? Oh man,
man.
good week. To whack. I love this kind of man. We can speak a lot with that, and at the end. Remember, was that the SP44 battle? But now, no one want to fuck with Koala. Did you see that? Because remember, before the SP44, all the people are like, Koala, $5 app, this shitty app. Everybody was speaking about that. But now, only Jay. No one was with Jay.
I gotta add too, Remy, before we close it out, is that I feel like Koala is definitely getting a lot more respect too, like
for sure.
within the community. Yeah, deservedly,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah,
it's just a huge. I think it's just a huge thing. I was actually gonna say that when the impression was still on, but I think it's just huge that iOS beat making is becoming such a big thing
Yeah.
in general. That it's becoming such a because guys like him, they're pushing it so that it kind of becomes. It's not a thing anymore that he's on iOS, which it was because I got started in I wasn't really I didn't transition really from samplers to iOS or whatever. I got started on iOS back in 2012, and
Yeah.
then there weren't that many people that were making beats.
Yeah, I
And,
think
and
I think it's
and
not about this. No, really is only the same as we said with lo-fi. Sorry, I can't admit it for, but it's some people need to have some brand, and it's the difference
yeah.
with iOS. iOS, you don't have a brand because we don't.
Right.
You can iPad 1, iPad 2,
Yeah,
iPhone. We don't know.
it was really like for a number of years it was like it wasn't real to make music on your iPhone or iPad, and now it's
Yeah.
becoming that. I mean, the last year has just been revolutionary in that sense.
Yeah.
Can I say
That
one thing?
it's becoming
Yeah. Go.
As and this is to piggyback what he was saying. This goes. I think the update was iOS either 12 or 13 when they introduced that Files app. Everything changed
Oh yeah.
when you can add the hard drive and make it hot swappable. That's when everything changed. Everybody started putting their own drums on an iPad, and it was a wrap. It was a wrap
That's
after
crazy.
that.
I didn't even know nothing about that.
Yeah.
But
I think
who,
the audio units, the AV3
but
has been
we
really
remember the first update on Akai, the JJOS, the Japan
I
hack
That
was
was
OS.
genius.
yes.
Well,
Yeah,
it
man.
was crazy, but it was two thing, but it was crazy, no? Like 15 years ago, not 10 years
Oh,
ago, 15
But
Remy,
years
to
ago.
be honest,
Yeah,
he keeps pimping that though. He keeps adding new stuff, man. It's unbelievable. And on the
Remy,
XL screens and
yeah.
stuff, it's
So
crazy.
sorry, yeah, man, please, yeah.
to be honest, I'm on the FPC Live now. To be honest, these these companies, they do recon, and I'm telling you, when I use this operating system on the NPC Live, man, JJOS all day. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially
But
with
Akai,
moving around the
what
nose,
Akai
the
made?
Canada roll, yo.
But Akai made, he smell the iOS style. So he say, oh shit, we have a lot of standalone machine. Oh
Yeah.
man, we need to make a home iOS only for my machine. So Akai was always the best marketing for me on the music. It was one of the best on the marketing. Look, it's still here. Remember, Akai was on the sound still. I don't remember, but they still here because they always know evolving like this. For example, the application on iOS on Akai are awful, but on the standalone machine, they're really cool, no? So yeah, it's the same. At the end, at the end, when I say iOS, if you take an iPad and if you take an MPC Live, the difference is really the pad and of course the compressor on it and but at the end it's an iOS with pad. So iOS, like I said, Arcade Dynamiten, it is really the big change on the music because you have the sampler, the DAW, the video maker, the YouTube, all in
Well,
one, all
I would,
on this. No?
but it's just I would say it's just that I would say that it's people's views of it that has changed lately. I mean, I see a big switch, and like to connect with, I just picked up on what Grimis said that like I don't know that you didn't know anything about some technical thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing because like nowadays like people are just coming in and just using them as the tools that they are. Like you don't have to know all the technical. I mean the backstory or whatever. Like I don't know. Maybe you've been on. How long have you been on iOS?
Me?
No, La Three Miss.
Okay.
Oh, to be honest, like low key, like I've been on it for like a while now because I was so much of an Android type of person,
Ah,
and
okay, yeah.
plus, you know, FL Studio type of person.
Yeah.
So when I transferred from FL Studio and you know using Koala, I'm like, this is so new to me. I'm like, I never made beats on a phone in my life. You feel me? So yeah, it was just so new to me.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But it's just cool that people are. I mean, there seems to be a lot of people like coming in and picking it up. I mean, I think you see a lot of people that seem to jump on iOS through
Yeah.
Koala. Like that's the first thing that they've done on their.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the same. You can you have your laptop and is bigger. No? So the iOS for me is like this. No, is making a laptop in a pocket. So now the people can really make the same music as 5 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe on the good laptop. So the thing is the people are making music differently, no? Because you can make music on the park, you can make music on the bathroom, you can make you know, can make music. I think I don't know if you, but for me it's really important the place where I produce. And you know, sometimes when I was only on record studio, sometimes I feel this, no, on record studio you don't feel the you don't have the freedom, the same feeling as when you are with you no daughter on the pool, or when you are, you know. Look, sometimes you can make other type of music with the iOS because you are mobile totally, no. So the aspect of the creation is different, no, to other thing. So I think it's the reason too, no, the music and the iOS music is a big revolution, no, because you can really create wherever you are, no. So
Again, though, I mean,
but
just thinking about you know, in terms of the change in people's perceptions, you've got to give a shout to people like DiBiase, who's coming out and once somebody sees DiBiase using it and they can appreciate. Obviously, he can make a beat on anything, and you'll see him on the, you know, on the MPC, the MC 101, or the SP, or the Serato sample, or whatever. And if DiBiase is coming out there saying, "Yeah, Koala is a serious thing, like I'm all about it," it's much more difficult for somebody to say, "Ah, this Koala thing is just bullshit," because they can say that
That's
to
how I
somebody they
got
don't
into
know.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, everybody, I highly recommend the MC 101. I've been on it for like a week and a half now. Holy shit. That's all I got to say.
yeah,
I
it's
really want one,
the new thing from Roland, no, the
Yes,
MC. Yeah,
it's really dope. It's really dope. And the I would say the learning curve is not even an hour. It's crazy.
Wow.
oh, okay. So it's important because sometimes I remember, wow, with Akai on the first time, it was so hard not to learn this machine, no.
Remy,
And
trust me, you love this little damn thing. You'll love it. And it has the synth engine. Oh man, bruh. The synth engine on this thing is crazy. It's crazy.
oh man, we trust you. We trust you, gentlemen. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna to pick up after Pete. When I seen DiBiase flip the shoot, it was some clips from the MJ bio series. I'm trying to remember. It was like when Michael Jordan was playing the after winning the ring. When I heard him flip that, I was like, I gotta download this app immediately. Like, I guess that might have been like 2019 or very early 2020.
No, DiBiase makes some cool beat. The Pocket Operator, he makes some cool beat on Pocket Operator. When you see this little thing, no, to a battery, no, that's, you know, it's, you can make, remember that.
Light Flip really makes some good flips on his PO.
Yes, look, it's what I say, no, with a little thing like this, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a big fan. I use it only for sample, for giving a little crispy sound sometimes. But yeah, it's
I made a whole tape on it.
What?
I made the
Dope
whole
tape, by the way.
PO stole the show.
That tape is crazy, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I make like
Thanks,
I think like 10 beats on it. So I have Koala. The same. I have Logic right now. I can't make a beat on it. So I'm in front of my big screen. I wait so much time to have a big screen and making No, I'm working on DAO. I can't. I'm stuck as I am from my too much. So I'm go back to my koala and export my stamps. No, so man, so why, man? I waiting so much time for having that, but now I can't. So yeah,
I think
yes,
that's
yeah.
I think that's cool as well. Like connected to the what was it, Michael Jordan documentary?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's cool because that's I think that's a cool aspect of Koala as well. That it's opened up a new like new area of stuff that you can sample. Like you can you see some people getting really creative with sampling YouTube videos, and I mean like flipping YouTube videos, and like just when you can just rip anything and flip it. It's just I mean that it's so seamless just to make a screen recording and then make a beat out of it.
Yeah.
I made a beat out of like some kind of a chew toy for humans that I got as a targeted ad on YouTube. Like you could you like some rubbery thing that you can chew to get a chiseled jawline. So, so I flipped that a while back. Just as a creative experiment. It turned out pretty nice, but it's just so cool that you can just like anything that comes your way, you can just rip it and flip it. So
I send myself tweets all day long of things I'm gonna come back to. I just have like a 15-minute long screen recording of all the videos and things that I found on Twitter that I'm gonna come back to and use as
yeah,
Holy
that's
or
cool.
whatever.
That's like a whole new like it's just so dope that it's like a whole new field of like
Yeah,
sampling
new
that
perspective, no, and a lot of more
yeah.
option, no
Yeah.
option. Yeah, yeah. So, guys, 2 hours for the first meet the gang. Let's
Oh
miss.
shit.
Have you some last word for the viewers?
All I can say is that I give love, peace, and unity to all you guys, and not only that, like stay motivated, because at the end of the day, only you consider fair, make yourself motivated, not nobody else. So
Yeah.
stay focused, keep
Well,
grinding, and also support one another. You know.
well,
Yeah. Same to
thanks,
you.
let's miss.
100%.
Thanks. Man plus. Sorry. Have you last
Um,
word for tonight?
absolutely. And I'm speaking to like just everybody, whether you dig on YouTube or dig at your local record shop. Never stop digging. That's my message.
Best message for the end. Say
Discord.
excellent, bro.
Discord.
Facts.
Excellent. Yeah,
Facts.
Expensive
excellent.
digging.
Gentlemen,
Yeah. Shout out to Koala Gang. Shout out to all of y'all. I have a beat tape, my first beat tape ever, coming
Hey,
out this
Yeah.
next Thursday, which is my
Congrats.
birthday. So
fire.
tap in, check
Dope.
me out. There's gonna be lots more music coming.
yeah, if you want, if you want, yeah, you're the welcome on the next Flip Roulette on Sunday too. The next week we have my bro from Very Sick Beats on Friday on the Beatcast. So yeah, it's going to be
J-Flip.
fire. Yeah, yeah,
Once I
yeah.
get this iPad up and running, I'm gonna really be out there.
And
Trying to get
Sunday, if you want, you
Yeah,
can
man.
join us on the Flip Roulette, bro. And we can listen some stuff from you for your project.
Yeah,
So
thank you again
remember,
for coming to the listening
no,
party.
thank you for you. You was on the first on the show, so I don't forget that. You was here for me. I'm here for you too. So it's the idea guy of the community. Thanks to AK Dynamiten too. Have you, because it's really late in Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
Or
some last
in the
word?
morning. No, I just wanna say I appreciate this, and just thank you to everyone for all the positive energy. Like I've had a shitty week, and this is like the music and the community keeps a lot of positive energy coming my way. So that I just appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks, I appreciate too. Architecture, Renato, same. My
Yeah.
other brother. Last
Yeah, it's
word.
really late, and
Yeah.
yeah, appreciate the community, everybody. Yeah, really.
Thanks. Same,
Just
same,
want to say
Renato.
that.
You're always here, and such a great producer. Remember, we have a Twitch channel too. We make some dub beat session on
Yeah,
the Twitch
yeah. I just
channel.
got back to that this week. I did two
Uh,
sessions, so it's like,
Connect, yeah, because it's really cool. He answered to the people on the chat for giving some tips and advice. So yeah,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
have
So
the time, yeah, it's cool
come
because
there and answer any question.
yeah, because it's cool because it's European time. So if you are on US and it's really like an afternoon, no? So it's cool if you have the time on the afternoon, you can listen some dub beats of architecture. Michael, thanks, Michael, for coming. My great helper. This amazing flyer was made by my bro Michael Gerber on the Meet the Gang with the Biggie Chin Chin Ray design was made by Michael. And thanks, Michael, for your help too, bro.
Sure.
Have you a last word
I do.
for tonight?
There's two things I wanted to say.
Two. Only two.
Only two. One is sort of in regards to what Mint Plus said, which was don't stop digging. And I just kind of wanted to remind everybody that I totally agree with that sentiment. But, Koala can be used for everything. I feel like our community is very, very hip hop oriented and very beat oriented. But the reality is, and I speak for part of this community, but there are loads of other people who are just using this tool to make music. It's not only about beats.
It's all about music.
You can make anything with it. So I would highly encourage anybody to just jump in because it's really, really easy to use and get going.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to say was just about the community. Everybody's talking about what a great community this is, and I kind of just want to amplify that. Gentleman Boss is talking about getting his iPad up to speed. I know Tatsumaki just got his iPad. He wants to get up to speed. We are here for you guys. Like, we're using these tools. We're setting them up. We're coming up with solutions. And the Facebook group is like where it's at. I mean, if you come in and you have questions, we're here for you. And like, everybody's super friendly. So if you just want to get involved in Koala or making music, you don't even have to use Koala. Just come in the group, the official Koala sampler group, and like, it's amazing. The people are just really, really, really genuine, and we're here to like help. So
yeah,
that's my pitch.
So one more time, thanks, Michael. Thanks for coming. YTC. Last word. 1, 2 last word.
Nah, man. Being here from some of the first B casts and stuff like that, it's just dope to see the growth of this. And I just want to say, man, I appreciate all of y'all, man. Love all of y'all for real. Super, source of inspiration for me. And yeah, I'll kind of want to build on the. I usually leave this in all of my posts, and it's like what I say is like keep creating, because YTC stands for yours to create. So that comes from this world is yours to create. So I just feel like if each of us gives a little bit of ourselves to the world in creation of any kind of art, the world can just be a better place filled with more, just more substance and more life. So keep creating. That's
for the mental health only, no, for not only the world, but for the
oh yeah, for
mental
self
of the people.
too. Yeah,
for
definitely.
It's really a good therapy. We speak with that with gentlemen. We work a little bit with that, and other guys we work on music therapy like Elliot of Global Beat Cipher. So it's probably is going to be. We are going to speak about that too because it's important. Music, it's healthy. It's really a good thing, and this world is going every day worse. The people are going really crazy. We need more music and we need more friendly ID, no, and to change of the only the bad thing, the bad information, the bad news. We need more good thing, more positive thing for my daughter, for the future generation, for all the people. Because maybe we have a little bit well, I've gone for the 40, but we need now to give some love to the future generation. So thanks YTC one more time. Thanks to coming on the show, bro. It was a pleasure. Pete, Pete, my bro, Pete. It's really late too, bro. You're the
Yeah,
last
man.
to speak tonight, and you was the first on the show.
It's only
So
3
thanks,
for him.
Yeah,
Pete.
man.
I really
Bookending
enjoy speaking with you every time. So it's really really cool. Remember, the next Sunday is Flip Roulette, dog. If you want to
Yeah,
join
man.
us, because this guy
Yeah.
is is on. Don't miss the Flip Roulette is on every Flip Roulette every time, Pete. So last word, Pete.
Just to go back to what Men Plus was saying, go digging for the samples, but when you dig for those records, listen to the records too, man. You find some crazy experimental record, listen to it from a musical perspective and see what
The
you can
whole
take from it from
record.
that.
The whole
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
record.
Don't look for the thick parts where the drum breaks are. Look for the take it all in,
Yeah.
absorb it all, and see
Appreciate
what
the
you can
artist.
use. So,
Yes.
yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, can I add one more thing?
Yeah, man, please. Of course.
It's and this is to piggyback what Pete said. I did one. I flipped close maybe 2-3 months ago. I flipped a Holding You by I flipped a Holding You. The name of the song is Holding You, and the artist is deceased. And and I love the song so much, right? And I put my heart and soul when I did the flip. And I thought it was a okay beat or whatever, but it got a lot of traction or whatever, and I appreciated the love, but it got so much love that the deceased artist's son got at me. It was like, yo, this is crazy.
Don Blackman?
And he put it on his father's page.
Don Blackman.
Wait, what's
Don
Wow.
Blackman, yes. So
Wait, where's your
dope.
track? I want to hear this too. Where's that?
this is on my Instagram. It's my Holding You flip. It's just go down the page. I posted it a while ago.
But I'm pretty sure Man Plus really soon it's something we are going to make. Since since the
it's
older
important to
interview,
connect with the artists. Yes,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
important.
Yeah, man.
That's
We need you, Man
that's what I
Plus.
wanted to add.
You know, a lot of people. So we need like communities like this. People who know the people can try people and make more things. Last week was Cuckoo. I don't know if you know Cuckoo, but it was on the chat the last week, Cuckoo. So a lot of people are. We are going to make some crossover. So I really want to involve more people than only Koala. Of course, Koala is a gear, but at the end is making a community of music
Yes.
music. You know,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Hey man, we still got to go digging, bruh.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, we do. It's just things been hectic lately. I got a lot going on, bro.
So-
I know, but I'm gonna hit you up.
No doubt.
Second, that joining Wayne.
So
We
if you
gotta
have
hit that up.
if you have people who got I don't know jazz CD, who got a pop CD, I don't know, but people who got the stamps who will give the right no, but they give the try to make this. I have one. Okay, I need to make an announcement right now before Man Plus. I have a young MC from France who are working on this new CD, and we are going to make a challenge. We are going to give the acapella to the people, making a real track with the acapella from this guy.
Nice.
But really only for the Koala. So it's going to be the first collaboration that I really want to make, like Man Plus say, real collaboration between people who don't work with the sample and people who work with the sample. So it's going to be the next step, the next lever, and the visual for sure. More thing with design, more thing with video stuff. So yeah, it's going to change. It was the first tonight, guys. The first meet gang. I see Program was 2 hours with us. It was cool to watch Program because my idea is really like this too. No, it's for the watcher making some cool stuff. So I'm pretty sure the next month is going to be other guests and more guests every time. But one more time, thanks everybody to taking the time and joining me on this show. I don't
Thanks,
know
man.
how to thank you, Man Plus. Thanks to taking your time and join
I
the
appreciate
show.
you guys for having me. All love, man.
Extremis is the same. Whenever you want, remember Extremis. If you are not working, if you have the time, you're always welcome on the show. Okay, so remember, yeah, just send me a DM and I answer you for sure, Extremis.
Oh, and ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, if you really want some dope tips, please go to Pete Sasquatch's YouTube.
Oh
Very
yeah.
informative.
Yeah.
Go there.
Thanks, man.
Okay?
But all guys
Knowledge.
here, all the guy here, you know,
Yeah.
YTC
He's
and
being humble right now, but he's that dude.
Oh,
He's
okay.
that dude.
So let's go to listen the Pizza Squawks. Gentlemen is coming the 27th, no? The 27th.
Yeah.
L3 is 2. L3 is 2, huh? The last months, no? You it was a tape, no? Something like that, no? L3 is.
The
I'm
B
wrong?
tape.
Yeah. I'm wrong, maybe.
Yeah, I dropped it. I think like where we in May.
Oh, okay.
I dropped it like last
I'm
month.
good, so I'm good, man. I'm watching what you made. I try to, guy, but you know sometimes I have too much thing on the feed, but I try to. So one more time, Michael. Thanks, Michael, for your help. So see you on the next Bcast on Friday. Okay. So Friday with G-Field from Very Sick Beat. We're going to review the Beat of the Fleet Challenge on the next Friday. And on Sunday is going to be Flip Roulette. So be ready for the next week, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. See you on the
Thanks,
next
everybody.
podcast. Good night.
You
Good
guys take it
afternoon.
easy. Stay safe.
Thanks, everybody.
Nice.
Peace out, yo.
Thanks, please, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, guys.